back to Afternoon Express, where we are keeping everything fair in the kitchen. Since we've already had two ladies from 3 Tons of Fun, we've decided we cannot close off the show without testing Mysterious Michelle's skills. How are you feeling, girl? You nervous or you good?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, Dumi, she gave herself an 8 out of 10.
Well, I want to see where this mystery comes from. That's all I'm saying.
Well, something that's very mysterious is what's on the menu, and I cannot wait to find out what it's all about. Blancmange is a sweet dessert popular throughout Europe, and it's commonly made with milk or cream and sugar sweetened with gelatine, or rather thickened with gelatine and cornstarch. It is often flavored with almonds, but today we're doing our version of a blancmange using Clover's Super M vanilla and adding some pistachios to the mix.
Yeah.
Now, Dumi, at the end of the day, you always are introducing us to something new, taking our taste buds across the world, and right now the next stop is Europe.
Yes, and Mysterious Michelle, you were saying to me that you've heard of blancmange, but you'd never...
I wasn't exactly sure what it was. I tend to watch food programs now and then.
Okay, well, I'm glad that we can put you on, you know, we can let you know more about it. But in essence, we've flipped it on its head a bit, because instead of using the normal almonds that would be used, we're using pistachios, which you have there. And then instead of using gelatine to set it, we're going to be using cornstarch, and that's where I need you to help me. Cool. Right, so in front of you there, you've got some of our Super M that we've decanted into a jug, as well as some cornstarch. So I'm going to ask you just to mix those two together for us.
All of this, yeah.
All of that, yes, and just mix the two together. In essence, what you are creating there is called a slurry. And before, I've also mentioned to people before, whenever you're trying to mix cornstarch into any soup, sauce, anything like that, never add it dry in its dry form, because what it does, it'll create clakies, like
little balls, little
granules.
Yeah.
Granules. You don't want that. You want it to be nice and smooth. That's why you start that process. And I also suggest, if you're going to be making a stock and you're using cornstarch, use the stock to make it the slurry. Don't use water, because you don't want to water anything down. That's why we've chosen to use our Super M for that. And to continue with how the pudding goes, I'm going to be making the rest of it, and it starts also with our Super M vanilla flavor. Right, I'm adding our vanilla flavor into this, but I know, Bali, you know, we've got so many different flavors. Yeah. So if you wanted to change it up and do a different flavor, you're more than welcome to do that as well. The cream soda flavor would work. Even the strawberry flavor would work in this as well.
Are you much of a strawberry fan? I heard you say strawberry, Chas.
I'm very boring. I like strawberry ice cream. It's my favorite flavor.
That's not boring.
Not boring at all.
That is not boring at all. In fact, I would actually call myself the boring one, because when it comes to sweet things, I'm not much of a sweet. I don't have a sweet tooth. So I like things vanilla. So that's why today I'm so excited to try
because
this.
It's vanilla.
It's vanilla.
Perfect. No, so into here I've also added a bit of sugar, because we want that to dissolve. But because we want to give it flavor, we don't want it to just be, you know, plain. We've got our vanilla that's very strong in there. I'm also adding some aromatics here, which is just our cinnamon stalk. And we want that as it cooks, as the liquid gets released, it basically takes on that flavor of the cinnamon. And at this point, Mysterious Michelle, is where I would now add that slurry that we've just made, that you've just made for us. And as you can see, I'm leaving the vanilla essence out. The reason I do that is you don't want it to die out during the cooking process. So I'm going to add it at the very end. So if you're making any sauces that include vanilla, try and add it at the very end so that you can still have that strong vanilla flavor. So you can pass that over to me. Perfect.
Stunning. I mean, Mysterious Michelle, I need to find out something. We were asking Beautiful Bee earlier, does she like company in the kitchen, someone to help her, or does she love cooking alone? What do you like?
I don't mind company.
Really?
You know?
Do you like company just to keep you company, or to actually be part of the cooking process?
A bit of both, but if they become too involved, or if I want it to be done a certain way, then I'll first give them instructions, because otherwise there's going to be a clash.
Yeah.
But other than that, I enjoy company.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. I don't. I just believe... Okay, well, first and foremost, I do like the company to be talking with and connecting with, but I've got a boyfriend and a brother and brothers who just follow me. This is them helping me in the kitchen.
No.
This is how they help me in the kitchen. So, that's not what it's all about. Here we're helping each other. What else goes into this, Dumi?
Okay, so what needs to happen here is that our mixture needs to thicken up and get nice and like custody. That's what we want. But obviously, because of the limitations of time, we're going to let it, even as it's still liquid like this, I'm going to ask you to pass me some of the pistachios and some of the raisins. We're going to add that into, so I'm not going to add all of the pistachios, just adding a little bit of flavor. But then the raisins I'm going to add, because you want, as you eat that pudding, to have some sort of texture.
Yeah,
and
it's definitely got a crunch to it, and the flavor is absolutely outstanding. It's not overwhelming at all. It's got just the perfect amount of everything. everything. And I'm loving the crunch that you've added, and even that little edible flour that you put in. There's a beautiful touch. Yes.
And then another thing that happens is we've added raisins into here, Mysterious Michelle. So what happens is as they're cooking, because of the liquid, they actually rehydrate.
Like plumping up,
nice
yeah.
and plump. So if you wanted to add a different kind of dried fruit, you could do
like
that.
a dried cranberry.
Definitely, you could do that. But I think, my darling, because you are looking all gorgeous, how's about you make your dessert look a bit more gorgeous? Maybe add some of those pistachios for us there, this edible flowers, and then give us a taste. Let us know.
That looks incredible already. Just the colors and the vibrance of the pistachios, the flowers, it all comes together. The taste is as refreshing as you need it to be. So if you would like to try this at home and follow Dumi's tips and tricks step by step, simply head over to afternoonexpress.co.za. Talk about a cherry on top.
I'll go. I wanna be sick.
Oh, he's back.
Move away.
Clover Fresh Milk.
Made with love by Clover.